back over here. I'm going to get myself back reacquainted with this small paddock before I do anything else. And if I can't do this... Hey! What? So she's really cranky and she's very upset that I'm not doing what she wants. So I'm going to... just going to back her up a bit. Back! We're going to go straight back. You would have went out if you hadn't have been stupid. And now you're being an idiot. I can't take you out like this. If you're not going to let me on in here... No, she's definitely warning me of something. Something to do with this girth of hers. So we're not going to even go anywhere right now. We're going to pack up and head back down this way. And deal with it in the yard where it's safe, where I'm going to have the confidence to deal with it. She's either, there's one or two things going on. She's either sore, which I don't think she's badly sore, or she's very cranky because she didn't get her own way, and this is the result, is her going, you're not getting on me, I'm going over there without you. That could possibly be what it is. But she thinks I'm going to finish, and what she's going to have when she gets down here is a lesson in, if I had have just behaved where I was, I would have gone out, but because I didn't, I'm not going out now. I'm going to be having to be ridden in the arena for a little bit longer, and we'll see how that goes, because we're not sure whether she's telling me something because she's being communicative about something being wrong, or whether she's just being a little poop, which sometimes is what Ellie does. And I don't like to ignore those behaviours, because when you ignore them, they can escalate very quickly into a very bad way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring her back to the beginning. I'm going to loose the rope. Actually, the rope can just sit on the ground here. I'm going to start again and see what she does here. And she's doing it again. She says, I don't want you on. You're hurting. Am I hurting you? Is this too tight? The moment I start to get on, she's throwing a tantrum. And that is unnerving me severely. I'm unnerved completely. So I'm going to get something else that's going to help me with my confidence. Won't stop her from doing anything, but it will just give me a little bit more confidence. I'm going to tie her here for a second. And I'm going to grab my magic rope. Hopefully nothing happens between here and there. And this is a great lesson on, you can have a win and then you can have a completely terrible bad lose. So I was going well down there until I got off. And then she's like, nah, you're not getting back on. So now I've got to do the, is she bluffing or is she communicating? Which one is it? Well, I probably tend to err on the side of her bluffing, because she thinks she wants to go out, so she wants to boss me about. And that's her way of making me feel intimidated. So when I'm out, she can then have her own way with it, which is what I think she's actually doing. I don't think she felt a little sorer, but not terribly sore. But when I say sore, I just mean she was just a little, lifting her legs a little different than yesterday. So she might have some muscle soreness, a little bit of muscle soreness. But look, when you break them in, they go several days of being hammered heavily, and they have to get over it. And that's what happens. They need to understand that they might not want to, but they don't really have the option of misbehaving the way this girl's been doing. So she's looking down there. She says, I want to go down there, and you're going to let me go down there. And I'm saying, you are not going down there. Ah! This is definitely defiant. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but she's defying me with this leg here. She says, no. The second I'm starting to put any weight, she's like, no. So, it's either, and I'm touching under here, it doesn't feel like it's sore. That doesn't mean it isn't sore. It could be sore. And she's going to do it again. A bit hard to see. Here she goes. So what I can do here, I can do two things. I can check for soundness, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to ask her to go for a walk and then a trot without me on her, so safety first. And these are things that it's aggravatingly annoying if you have a horse that knows how to use this kind of behaviour. And that's it. She's not to, and this is the thing, she just made me step backwards. That's bad. It's a bad thing. Okay, so I'm going to grab an aid to help me. And this is a really good lesson, both for me and for her, and anybody who's nervous like I am. These horses can be challenging, and they can make you feel extremely unnerved very quickly when they change their behaviour suddenly. She's definitely wanting to go out there, so she may just be playing up because of that, but I'm going to check her for soundness. So let's move her bum along. And if she's defiant towards me in here, then I don't need to be out there getting on. Ah, and this is defiance. Yep. Get up. I just want to see how she moves. She's moving fine. I'm seeing nothing wrong with her. So this is behavioural. This is all about her wanting to do what she wants to do, no matter what. So when you got a horse that's doing this, moving their hind ends, up, getting them into movement is really the only thing that you can do. Make her move where she has to turn herself around and move her bum away from you, not into you. Up. That way. This is a much bigger area than a round yard, so she can buck it out if she needs to, or whatever she's got to do. I don't think she's going to buck or anything, but you never know. If you've got a horse that can buck, let them buck it out. If they need to get it out, they need to get it out. Up. Also, it's good for them to understand that just because they've gotten you off up there doesn't mean you're going to be off of them, be on their ass. Up. Canter. Turn. 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 Come in. Come in. And see this? We've got her attention now. So she says, I realise now that you're not playing. And she's going to hook on. Yeah. So this is all just really her throwing a tantrum because I'm taking too long to do things. She's got to understand I'm someone she has to be patient with. What's wrong? Hey, you're groaning? You feel the groaning? Groaning? Whining and whinging. Come on. Hey, all right. So if she's not going to listen to me, I'm going to up the ante. Turn. Turn. Turn and come back. Up. Up. Turn. All right. Now we'll go for another run. All the way down the other end. Using my energy. Up. Canter. Defiance there. Shake of the head. That I'm not going to. That you can get stuffed. Behaviours. Up. And these kind of things, she's had a taste of getting out, so now she's demanding. Get up. And now come in. So that demanding stuff is what I'm really not interested in. Her demanding me. So she wins the battle if I leave it at that. If I don't get back on her, she wins the battle. Walk on. And that attitude that she's having, it's going to go away or we're not going out. It's that simple. So you've just got to teach them how you want things done. This way. Come. Come. Turn. 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 And stand. Now, she's got the cranky face again. We're going to give it one more try. I can see no reason. She could be coming on season. That could be another puppy face that we're getting from that. She does have a tendency to do this pawing when she is coming on. So that might be what it is. And it could be a lot of different things. But she's obviously got the cranks right now because she doesn't want me jumping on her. She's like, what the heck? I thought we're done. Well, sweetheart, we're done when you allow me on in a nice fashion. Nice manner. Ah! I'm going to stop that. And I'm just going